Hey guys, it's Aiden. So I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about why I'm not really doing my the election night series that I see a lot on political prediction channels and all that stuff. So election nights are essentially where someone tries to simulate an election between two candidates, like with state projections and calls and everything like that. And somebody tried to tell me to do it in one of my in the comments in one of my videos. So I wanted to explain why I'm not going to do them. I tried to do one, but the more that I look at it, it takes really advanced computer programs and all that stuff, and I don't have that stuff. I just tried to screenshot projections on the Fox News election night coverage, and it just after 30 minutes and not really getting anything done, that's when I just called it quits. So I'm just going to be doing these regular old videos. What the heck? Oh, my phone turned off. Yeah, my phone turned off. That's kind of sketchy. So let's simulate. John Delaney, the first major challenger to President Trump in the 2020 presidential election versus Donald Trump. So the regular Republican states would, go Republican, like Arizona, Utah, Wyoming, Idaho, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota. Wait, that's messed up. Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, most of Nebraska. So Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee. Yeah. Just getting these states out of the way. So yeah, all these states would go for Trump, and states like typical Democrat states would go for Representative Delaney, who yeah. He's more like a moderate Democrat, like a blue dog type Democrat. That's kind of what I like about him. I don't like him that much because, he's running against Trump. But he seems like a reasonable guy. So let's just give all these states to Mr. Delaney right now. I think if this guy actually gets a lot of name recognition, he could win the Democratic primaries and beat Trump. But let's see what happens. So obviously the 1st district of Maine is going to go for him because it's very Democratic. So, okay, so let's actually look at this map now. Nevada. Like a Democrat, a moderate Democrat. Would he appeal in the rural areas enough? I don't know if he would, but I think Trump would dramatically improve in Las Vegas because Mr. Delaney is not really a strong liberal. I think Trump could get up to 40-something% in Las Vegas. I think Delaney would win Reno, those. I think that'd be enough to give him Nevada. And, if Nevada's going to go Democrat, Colorado probably is as well, along with New Mexico. So, New Mexico, it has a lot of Hispanics. They probably don't like Trump's border wall. I mean, I could see them, taking a huge swing to the right someday if Trump's wall works. So, Nebraska's 2nd Congressional District. I think they really like Trump there, even though he won it by 2 points, or 2 or 3 points against Clinton in 2016. But it's kind of tricky to see what happens there. I think if Delaney really gets that working class vote back, he could potentially win the 2nd Congressional District, and I think he would. Maybe. It's just a slight edge right now. And Iowa, Delaney could probably close the gap if he really, really wanted to, if he really campaigned hard there. But I think since Trump won it by 9 points in 2016 and he's the incumbent, it'll give him an advantage of maybe 3 or 4 points, because I really do think the agricultural farmers like him there. So I think that'd be enough to give him Iowa. And let's check out Minnesota now. They have a lot of farmers there. They like the working class candidate. They like that candidate. So let's see. I don't really care about Trump's approval ratings necessarily, because, if polls were accurate, Hillary Clinton would be the president right now. So let's just say Trump has the same amount of momentum that he did when he became president, plus the incumbency factor. Would that be enough to get back some of the working class vote that John Delaney will definitely take away? I don't think it will, so I'm going to give Mr. Delaney Minnesota. But let's check out Wisconsin now. Delaney, he's a working class candidate. He's going to win Wisconsin and Michigan. He's rural. He's like that, so I think it'd be enough to give him Michigan. Now, this is really where Trump's presidency comes in now. This is where what he does, this is where his presidency will determine if he wins or not. Ohio. Delaney again, it's like Iowa. Delaney could probably close the gap if he really wanted to, of like 8 points. But I don't know if he will. So, just due to the incumbency factor, I'm going to give Trump Ohio. Pennsylvania. I don't know. It feels right to give it to Delaney, but I can't see it going towards Delaney. Here's why: the collar counties, they definitely like Delaney, but I feel like the cities such as Pittsburgh and Philly would not vote against Delaney, but they'd vote more for Trump. So that's usually the opposite of what you actually see happening in regular presidential elections. You see the rural counties going Republican, but I can't really see Delaney winning in big cities by like 90% or 80%. So maybe it'd be enough for Delaney to close the gap, but I don't really see it. So I'm gonna give Pennsylvania to President Trump. Delaney, let's talk. So this is where it comes into the southern vote: Virginia, North Carolina, and Florida. So what's his face? Mr. Delaney is kind of like a Joe Manchin type Democrat, someone from West Virginia. But John Delaney is representative of Maryland. So I think because of that southern appeal and being a Democrat, he'd win Virginia pretty easily. But I just think Trump, he'd probably lose Maine because John Delaney's that working class Democrat, and he'd probably keep Maine second by around 1 point. So North Carolina, Trump would keep a lot of the southern vote, and he'd do it probably a little better in the big cities. So I'm gonna give him North Carolina. But now Florida. Florida's going to be the decider of this election. Miami-Dade doesn't really like Trump. They don't like his, Florida doesn't like his climate change policies. They don't like his environmental regulations. So, I don't know if Florida would vote for Trump. That's where the problem comes in. I can't really see them voting for either candidate. John Delaney would probably do better in the second congressional. In the Panhandle. Wow. So, I think that'd be enough to close the gap. So I think Mr. Delaney would win Florida and therefore win the presidency. So yeah, guys, I'll make some more videos about this series. So peace out, guys.